So, if you don't know already, I have updated my Sixshot model, updated my Sixshot bio. I've gotten him some upgrade kits, and he's stronger than before. This is basically a re-review of the toy. He's now, I'd say, more powerful than before, because now he has new melee weapons and not just these claws. If anything, these claws are now hidden blades, if you ask me, with this upgrade kit. I'll show you about the upgrade kit in a few seconds, but he has these. I'll point out that Sixshot has these claws. He also came with a new helmet, but I'm not going to show you that helmet because I don't want to have to do the process over again. Again, this one is a Titan Master, so his head detaches, but I'm not going to show you that right away. I'm just going to show you, let's see here. Okay, so what I got for him was an upgrade kit for his blasters and a pair of new weapons. I'll show you the blasters first. So, remember these from my previous video? Hold on. Sorry about that. Excuse me. The way in which these guns work, this one is a little bent, and if I push it down all the way, it becomes loose. It even swings all by itself. So what I do is I pull it up a bit, and it brings it to a it makes it more stable. It won't move, or it won't wiggle around. But this is Sixshot's, these are Sixshot's de facto guns, his normal guns without any modifications. But hold on. We take a look at these two things right here. These are scopes for his blasters. I got an upgrade kit with scopes for Sixshot's blasters from Dr. Wu. Hold on. To get the gun here, you have to see this? And then do the same for on. Do the same for this one. You got, these basically give scopes right here. They give scopes to his blasters. See these? New scopes. Now, what happens if I group them together? Hold on, give me a second real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had things to take care of. So as I said before, these are scope weapons. How are we going to group them together? So I'm going to remove one of them. I'm going to take the other. Hold on. I have a different idea for how I'm going to do this. Yeah, he's still stable, but so I'm gonna remove the scopes. And look how I did this. It's basically now... Oh, sorry. It's basically now a rifle. See this? It's a rifle now. The way I've been able to get it held in a somewhat both hand simulation is this way. By doing it like this. It's not how it really works, but it is what it is. So I'm going to show you a different way I've merged the two blasters together. I did. Hold on. I did it this way. Now they're horizontally aligned instead of vertically. And they kind of work the same in terms of double arm holding. Now it's almost like a shotgun-like weapon and a sniper combined. Who am I kidding? Now, you might be thinking, Clean Murph, this can't be the only thing that you got from this supposed upgrade kit. And you'd be right. Because in addition to the blaster upgrades, we also got, well, I also got these legendary swords for him. Yes. He now has the mighty swords. He doesn't have just claws anymore. Now he has fully fledged swords. If you look at a good perspective, these tires could be basically used as somewhat of shields for melee battles. Though we've never really seen Sixshot use melee weapons in any continuity, even Japanese whatsoever. I think in the Headmaster's cartoon, we see him in one little bit carrying some kind of sword. So this is probably what inspired the Sixshot sword thing for Dr. Wu, because these were created by Dr. Wu, and I imported it. Yeah, I got it over here. So yeah. So now he's got these swords, and they can cross. Yeah, they cross like that. And actually, they're actually pretty their tips are very pointy, so you want to be careful so you don't get yourself a cut. I haven't gotten myself a cut, at least yet, but the possibility's always there. Can they be aligned in different directions? Yeah. We'll just simply remove the swords. Ow. And we'll basically remake them into skis. They can also be used as skis. Not the best skis, but still skis. Well, they're more like a back blade than anything else. So and I've also found a unique trick on how to manipulate these swords. Remember the Slayers from the Suffering? Does anyone know that game? Well, this is basically its own version. Take a look. Swords for hands. Pretty funny, huh? Okay. So what we're gonna do next is no. We're gonna see how the holsters work. The holsters can work either way, either direction. You see this little point here? Here? It can go in like either this or this. Most people prefer this way, but I like to do things this way. I'm gonna just tell you that. And the guns also store up here as well. See? Oh, wrong angle. See? The weapons can also store up here. But to store them both, you could actually just put the weapon up here and then the sword's down here. Not that it really does anything, though, but yeah. Okay, so with that out of the way, how does the character look in his alternate modes. Well, I'm gonna start off how the Gen 1 cartoon played off the alt mode categories. And then we're gonna go off from there. So, first I'm gonna show off the armored modes, or the armored mode category. And then I'm gonna go from I'll go from the armored category first, then the beast category, then the car category, then the jet category, then the submarine category, and then that'll be it. Okay? Let's first begin with the armored category. Okay, so this is his armored mode. Mainly, this is his artillery tank mode. And as you can see, I've got the swords mounted on the top of the middle of the vehicle. Basically, if they try to run up to Sixshot in this mode, they could actually just run into the blades and get themselves impaled in the process. Not to mention the fact that these would probably be saws, act as buzz saws and cut through his enemies. It's pretty nice. Basically, don't try to run up to the tank. You'll get impaled. No kidding. That's what the motto is. Now let's take a look at the beast mode, shall we? This is what he looks like in his beast category. He's got the swords hooked up to his wings. And as for the tail, it's basically got the scopes moved over to the sides. And the tail obviously could be used as a back weapon. The rest of him is mostly unchanged. I moved his head up here, but he's mostly the same. He still runs, he still does all those kinds of things, he still does that, and that. So now let's take a look at the car. You want to take a look at the car? Oh. Duh. Oh. So hold on, I got another kitty on my case list. If you don't really notice this, the reason it's in a different type of beast mode is because I just wanted to showcase what it would look like in other kinds of beast modes. So this is the scorpion mode. The swords would be down here because the whole body is tipped upside down. Hold on, I got this kitty on my case. So now we're gonna go take a look at the... Oh! I almost forgot that the guns are pointed at a different angle here. See these? On the tail of the scorpion. The scorpion's tail doesn't really move, but you get the idea. Now we'll take a look at the car modes. This is basically his car mode with the swords. Notice how I did things here? I moved the guns over here and put the swords over here. If they come across, the swords could act like a deflection thing and impale enemies that try to get to him. So that's pretty unique and pretty impressive. It rolls. And I got the satellite hood out. I got the satellite out. Okay, so, what about the jet mode? Yeah, what about the jet mode? Hold on just a second. We're gonna now take a look at the aerial modes. Or the aerial category. So now I've got the jet mode covered. Ooh. Does it look nice? Yeah, sometimes these little thrusters are... This is what it in an aerial mode would typically... What the swords... What in the aerial mode would typically... Aerial category would typically look like. These were where they would typically be stationed. Yeah, they could fly around. Pew pew pew. And I got the ranged weapons attached to the I got the scopes attached to the blasters. Okay, so now that you got the aerial modes, what about the aquatic / wild cards? Well, just give me a second. I did some research into that, and well, you're probably about to find out. Yep. Yep, this is what I was talking about. Right here. The swords are literally have to be held in the submarine mode. But for everything else, the torpedo cannon with this merged, it could either have the scopes here or on the sides. I want to try up here because the scopes are rarely placed up there. And I've done everything else here. You got the swords. Sixshot's hands are holding the swords off, the swords in their position. Or I could just put them here. And it could work that way, or the other way around, but... Hold on. Okay. And now we got the swords back in position. The submarine could very well look like this. But who am I kidding, though? If you wanted to hold it like the weapon, hold it like the gun mode, which it originally was, you'd have the swords basically looking like a like acting like some kind of like pull trigger. But this is a submarine these days, so not really the best thing to go after. So now with that out of the way, that pretty much brings us to this. I could customize his horizontal double weapon here. I can move one of the scopes up here, so he could like basically aim with one of his arms, and the other's arm could serve as a handler for one of the swords. And I got the other sword up over here. You could basically chop, chop, gun, that kind of work. It's a fairly unique set. And you might actually notice that paint has been actually peeling, decals have been peeling off. It's okay, I've got them stored in various locations. So if I'm going to reattach the paint, the decals, I can very easily do that. But I'm actually pleased that you actually stuck around for this long. Thank you very much if you have. And I'm gonna have to close the video right now because I've got things to do. I've got important stuff coming up this Christmas, and I hope to see you guys again. But make sure to leave a like if you like this video, and make sure to subscribe if you want more content. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Dr. Wu Sixshot upgrade kit. And without further ado, I'm actually happy to see you guys again. This is Clean Murph Gaming and News, signing out. Peace.